The wounds we hide, the healing we deserve. There are some souls who grow distant from their parents as they age, not out of cruelty, but from the quiet ache of unmet needs. They stop sharing their struggles, not because they don't have them, but because they no longer feel seen. They don't feel safe to express their full self. They go long stretches without calling, and when they do, it feels like labor rather than love. Sometimes they feel more at peace with strangers than with those who were supposed to love them first. This pattern is called avoidant attachment. It's not coldness, it's protection. It's what happens when the heart grows tired of disappointment and chooses silence over pain. These beings often grew up learning to suppress their feelings, to see self resilience as survival, to see vulnerability as weakness. When closeness feels too close, they pull away, unconsciously or not, because too close meant once too close meant unsafe. This often begins in childhood, rooted in what psychology calls disappointment based emotional isolation. When children are repeatedly met with criticism instead of celebration, or coldness instead of care, they learn to armor their hearts, not because they want to, but because they have to. There are two types of parents that tend to raise children like this. They are the joy killer and the controller. The joy killer, they dismiss your efforts, minimize your success, say things like, you got a B, why not an A? Or, what's so great about this place? Just a waste of money. They dim your joy before it can even spark. The controller, they say, I'm doing this for your own good. Or, if you weren't my child, I wouldn't care. They guilt you, shame you, gaslight your soul, all while keeping control, yet never offering emotional warmth. In these homes, love becomes a contract, obedience becomes a virtual, your voice becomes a threat. But let me say this, loud and clear. You're not wrong for pulling away. You are not bad for seeking peace elsewhere. You are adapting, protecting, surviving, and now you are healing. The healing begins by allowing yourself to feel the truth of what was, even when it hurts. Cry if you must, rage if you need, write letters you'll never send. Let it all out. This is not betrayal, it is release. And when the tears run dry, hold the child within you and say, you did nothing wrong. I love you. I believe you. I will never abandon you again. That is how the wound becomes the wisdom. That is how the silence becomes the song.